So welcome guys. So today we won't be talking about our profile any longer. We'll be talking about some other things found on the carer's dashboard, which is your dashboard. So let's get started. Now first to taking care of the identity check, which we all know. Our identity has been confirmed. Yes, you can see identity has been confirmed and you can see the check button verified. So let's go to the next one. Now let's see care requests. Care request. This is a page where you will see all the cares you have and the status with the invoice ID, the booking status, the payment status, and the action. So whenever you have a query request, you receive a mail. Aside from you receiving a mail, you will also find it here on your dashboard that you have a care request. It's that easy. With time you will understand every other thing, but it's that simple. We'll still book this account so that you get to see everything and how it works in reality. But let's just work with what we have for now. This is the care request page. What happens there is you see the title of the care, when the care expires, the hiring status, the invoice ID, the booking status, the payment status, and the action. From this place is where you see all the requests you have. So let's see what next. So let's see the shift settings. Now on this shift setting, you need to be very careful. You need to be a lot more careful. Now being careful not being that you now saying you need to be careful, this simply means all you have to do is take your time because this aspect of the site is quite sensitive, and if you miss a step, your account might not be up and running or your account might not properly run, and this will make you not get a lot of care requests, and not getting care requests will make you not get money. So you need to be careful, be attentive at this point. So let's see how it works. Now to get started, it all starts with description. Now this is where you put instructions on what it takes or how to book you. So let's say there's a to book me, sorry, pardon me, book me for a is quite easy. All you have to do is make things clear. Yeah, that's one. Like I just gave a sample description. It's not very necessary, but if you feel you have something to put there, it's fine. Now, booking process should always be on. Now, the booking based on now when you talk about postal code and when you talk about region and when you talk about your booking base, it's this simply booking base simply means where do you want to be getting bookings from? Where do you want to be getting bookings from? So if you choose postal code, then you need to provide us with a list of postal code, and anytime a booking comes outside this list, that booking won't come to you. That booking won't even it won't be successful. Or do you want your bookings to be set within a region? Now this helps so that you don't get to travel miles and miles away from your local area just to offer care. That is where this region and postal code thing comes in. But I always suggest you leave it as open. But if you feel you have a particular set of postal code where you can work within or where you are available to offer care, then it's fine. You can provide us with those postal code and the system will automate it. If you feel you have a region, you want to work within a particular region, then you provide us with it. Now let me explain better. For postal code, if you have a set of postal code which you want us to work with, simply come here, postal code. Let's see. Now from this place you add postal codes. So this is where it comes in. You add all the postal codes you want and all of that. Now let's go back to where we were before. So let always leave it as open, leave it to be free booking. Now services, always offer based on services. Let me go down. Offer based on services. Slot interval should always be 15 minutes. Now always allow it to be multiple dates and leave it as manually for the booking appointment. So booking date style is multiple days in case you have respite cares and all of that. Now slot interval, that is the preparation time before you go for the and all of that. Now availability for future booking, available for the next 5 months, next 6 months for your travel. Buffer time before booking, let's say it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Minimum amount. So I just made a mistake. Your slot interval should always be 30 minutes. Your slot interval should always be 30 minutes. So 6 months, 15 minutes. Now the minimum amount you can charge, let's say it's 20. Now while you scrolling down, you now this is where you provide Chardon UK Care with your bank details. So that for every care you successfully offer, for every client that successfully pays, you need to get your money. So this is where you have to provide us with your bank details so that we'll be able to pay you. Or so that Chardon will be able to pay you rather. You get the point. So you after setting your shift, all you have to do is provide us with your bank details as well. Now let's go to the next. We've done shift setting. Let's go to availability. As the name implies, it simply means when you'll be available. Yes, it automatically generates and suggests you. All you have to do is pick the days you'll be available, that you'll be open for booking. So there are some carers that they are not available to offer any care on Sundays, some on Saturdays, while some maybe they offer cares only on Saturday and Sundays and do some other things on normal weekdays. So on this availability page, you have a chance to set the days you'll be available and the mass booking for each day. So I'll be available for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So the start time I can go out to offer a care, and my end time is maybe 7 a.m. Mass booking I can only take maybe, it should always be 2 and set book interval. And let's go down. And I don't work on Sundays. And Wednesdays. So the same 7. So when that close, say I close by 7, like after 7 I'm not open for any care. And the slot interval should always be 1 hour 30 minutes, and the mass booking should always be 2. Save slots. Okay. It's loading. That has been completed. Let's go to set unavailability. This is quite not really necessary, but it's all about your interest. It's all about what you want, and if you feel you want to set your unavailability, that's fine. You could just click on this link and It takes you to the page still on your dashboard where you'll be able to set your own availability. And if you see no ones, since you've set up your availability, the days you are not available is automatically your days of unavailability. So we won't be doing much on that. Let's go back to shifts. Now this shift is the same thing as care requests. This is where you see all your appointments. So let's go back to schedule. Schedule is more like a calendar. So schedule is a calendar. It's the same thing as your care request. It's the same thing as shift, just that it's in form of calendar. So with your calendar, you know the day you are booked, the care you've completed, the care you are yet to complete, the cares that are cancelled. Everything appears on this calendar. That is just how schedule works. It's that simple. Now your payout settings, we'll get back to that. Now, like I've already said, from the postal code, I've addressed the case of the postal code, but let me come back to it. So this postal code is simply if your availability within you want to, now let's say you want to work within a particular set of postal code. All you have to do is to provide us with those postal codes here, and our computer automatically sets it up for you. Or if you want to work within a particular region, you come here and you click on region, and you add the regions you want to work, and that's it. You'll be getting cases from just that region, and every other place outside that region won't work. Now let's go down to type of care I offer. So this is another very technical part of this website. It's very important, very necessary, it's paramount. Without this, then your account is just useless. I'm sorry to say, but permit me to say. So what does this page do? It's quite simple. All you have to know is this is where you input your charges, and this is where you input your titles. Now let me explain better. Let's assume, now let me see, we aren't assuming, but let me see, your charges for hourly care is certainly different from your charges for respite care. So this is where you input your hourly care and the charges, and this is where you also input your respite care and the charges you charge. So let's get started. Add a service. Now let's say it's per hour and it is hourly care. So what's the cost per hour? Let's say it's 20. So the number of hours should always be, since it's hourly care, should be 1.5. So padding time, that is preparation time before the care and preparation time after the care, shouldn't be more than 5 minutes each. Don't select any group. Now what you have to do here is explain the kind of care you offer, or explain what you do when you come for an hourly care. You need to emphasize, you need to explain, you need to make things clear to the client or care seeker so that they'll be able to get along and they'll be able to understand what you're all about. Now we've added one that's for hourly care. You see, so let's go and add another. Let's use a fixed price, and it's respite care. Respite care is a care offered for about 7 days. So let's say we're charging 300, 5 minutes each. You give your explanations again. go down, then you create. So let's leave it that. But from here, you add all the cares you offer and the charges you offer for all the care. Now, micro team is when you're more like a company and you have a lot of carers under you. So this is where you add all your micro team. And for the shift invoice, we'll get back to this, but shift invoice is all about after you offer a care. Now let's assume you offer a care and you were booked by a client. Okay, let's say you were booked by a client, you offered the care, and after you offering the care, you have to create a shift invoice and send that shift invoice straight down to the client. So from here is where you create the shift invoice. So the reference number comes alongside with the booking. In your mail, you see it. The due date is when you completed the shift, and the client who booked you name will appear here. So you don't need to worry about that. We'll get back on it. So the status of the care appears here and the kind of service you offer. So the kind of care you offer to that client is what will determine the price. But for now, we've not been booked and nothing has happened. So let's just close that. We'll get back to this. That's all for the that's all for the client for the carer dashboard. I hope you understand and you're able to get along.